Hey, I'm Gina Lee Nolan, and you're listening to Hollywood Connections with Donna Reese.
Hey everyone, I'm Cassie Skirbo here at SharkCon 2019 with Dawn, the lovely Dawn, and you're listening and watching Hollywood Connections.
Squidward Tentacles here, reminding you about Hollywood Connections with Dawn Reese. If you want to know about voiceovers, this is where you need to tune in. You can hear me too. Have a great day. Is this thing still on?
I am Charlie Adler, and I'm shouting out, I guess that's a word, because I'll be on Hollywood Connections soon. See you then. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Brianna Hildebrand, and I am excited to be on Hollywood Connections. Yeah.
Initialize sequence now.
Join the countdown. For actors, modeling, singers, songwriters, musicians, dancers, performers, and voiceovers from across the nation to across the world. Here with Dawn Reese on Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio 106.1 FM.
Hey, this is Vern Troyer, and you're listening to Dawn Reese's Hollywood Connections.
Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl, Vivica Fox. You are watching Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio with Dawn. Little foxy thing. Enjoy.
Hi, you're listening to Hollywood Connections with Dawn Reese, and I'm Kathleen Gatty from General Hospital, Dr. Liesl Obrecht.
Hello, I'm Butch Patrick, and you're listening to Dawn Reese's Tan Talk Radio, Hollywood Connections.
John Snyder, you're listening to Dawn Reese on Hollywood Connection.
Listening to Hollywood Connections, I'm Kirstie Alley.
You are listening to Hollywood Connections with Dawn. And this is Kelly Preston. I'm so excited.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't. But keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood. Always time to dream, so keep on dreaming.
All right, it's Friday night. You know what that means. It's your #1 entertainment show in the Tampa Bay area, Hollywood Connections. Now your host, the lovely and talented Niecy P. And the lady with all the connections, Dawn Reese. You like that, ladies? Lights, camera, action. You're on.
For us today, Peter. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
That was really good, Pete.
Thank you.
I know. So it's really exciting. Before we kick off, I have a celebrity cruise we're working on. I think our VIP is on the line before we go to our guest in-house as well as our VIP call-ins. Who's on the air?
We got Jessica on the line, I believe. There you go.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Dawn. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're so excited because, you know, I've been telling everybody about this cruise after we had Butch Patrick on, which we will play his interview today.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
And he was talking about this is his first cruise, and this is a celebrity cruise. That tell us more about the cruise, because they're going to be booking through me as well through the radio.
Fun.
I know.
That'll be fun.
Next November, and you've got the Brady Bunch, Greg Brady. You have everyone. So do you want to tell us a little bit more history?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this cruise is the first of its kind. Never in history have we had all these great actors and actresses on board a cruise ship from all 3 major TV networks. So the cruise is November 8th through the 14th, 2019. And we are sailing on the Celebrity Silhouette ship. We're leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we've got 3 stunning ports of call that we're visiting. We're going to Grand Cayman, Costa Maya, and Cozumel, Mexico. And this cruise is interactive and immersive experience with these artists, because there's only about 400 passengers that will have access to these stars.
Wow.
And the stars,
Yeah, and I see.
Yes.
Wow, Jerry Mathers from the Beaver, John Schneider. We had a couple weeks ago. We've been playing his music. Jimmy Walker, Judy Norton. Wasn't she on the Waltons?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, fun.
So we're excited, and we're going to be talking more about this amazing cruise. I've been social media. So, so there is a where they have to get their deposit down.
Right.
And what I like, you can make payments, and it comes out every on the 15th. Correct?
Yes, that is correct. So at the time of booking, you do need to pay a deposit of $350 per person, and then you can make monthly payments up until June 15th for the cruise. So it's a nice, easy way to go and pay on this wonderful cruise that we've got.
Oh God, this sounds so much like fun.
I'm going to go. I want to go. We're excited about that. And they're going to be actually having more of like panels. They can interview them. They can talk to them, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. We're doing artist question and answer sessions. We're playing trivia contests with the stars. We're doing cooking demonstrations with them. There's a wedding vow renewal ceremony on board with the celebrities. So yeah, there's a lot of fun activities planned with these stars.
Super exciting. Well, we have a whole year to promote it, and that's what Hollywood Connections is all about.
Yep.
And I look forward to. Are you going on the cruise?
Yes, I will be there.
Nice, very nice. Well, we are so excited that you called in, and if anybody's interested, I'm going to shout my number out, 727-871-7788. I'm with Expedia Cruise Ship, and I work with her. Actually, we're going to work very close together in the next couple months with us, sending you a lot of people.
Yes, I look forward to it.
Super cool. Have you been on the radio before?
No. This is my first time.
Welcome.
You're doing very well.
Yes, you are.
So,
Right.
in what city are you calling from?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, Detroit. Yeah, I have a reporter up there,
Ooh.
Carrie. How's the weather there right now?
It's cold and rainy.
Oh,
that's nice.
It's like 32, I think.
Oh my goodness.
I like that.
It's 93 here.
I'll take 32 at this point. I'm tired of
pushing that.
93.
I'll take in the middle.
There you go.
Well, we want to thank you so much for calling in, and we're going to be promoting this cruise. It's all on my social media on Dawn Reese Facebook, and you'll see the flyer out there, and we're excited. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, sweetie.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks so much. I'm like
cool.
excited about this stuff. That's what Hollywood Connections does.
Yeah.
So anyways, in the meantime, let's introduce some of our other guests. We're waiting for some VIP call-ins, and I'm trying to call right now. And so Kenny, so he's an actor. We welcome.
Yes, I'm acting right now.
He's acting now.
We have.
My name is Greg Raven, and I am a mentalist.
Okay, so you're going to have to explain to everybody.
What was that?
that is.
A mental?
A mentalist?
I'm just mental.
Oh,
no,
because I'm looking for a mentalist.
Okay, well, you've got one right in front of you.
I think you may be a mentalist.
Basically,
Or
what
is that
it
mental?
looks like is I use my five senses to create the illusion of a sixth.
I like
That's
that.
the best way I can describe it. I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, I'm a phony, but I'm good at it.
Well, that I like.
So, yes, and I've got some stuff for people later on. So,
Oh,
yes.
good.
Don't believe him. He is not a fake or a fraud. Trust me.
I don't believe that either. The last part I believe.
So a couple things are happening. Let's talk about the Jazz Festival. Sheena E is performing
yes.
tonight.
Yes.
That's
Sheena
right.
E and More Stay in the Time, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, and we're here.
I know.
What? Are
Yeah.
you serious? More Stay in the Time
Yes,
and Sheila E?
yes.
Tonight.
Wow,
Yes,
I gotta put
tonight.
some music on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, the Doobie Brothers.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
about
we're gonna
that
be
one.
there.
Yes, we're
And
gonna
guess
be there.
what? Me and Nisi have backstage passes. We are going to rock so many interviews.
Yes.
We're just going to rock it.
Pictures everywhere. We're gonna have fun.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Oh,
Can
we'll
I
be there
come?
Sunday as well, right?
And Sunday,
And Sunday.
you have the breakdown of everything. We want to thank
Yeah,
Hampton
I
and
get it.
Cherie.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Thank you, Cherie. Thank you, Hamilton, for the tickets. We are just so excited to go.
I know. So in the meantime, we're going to go to some music. I got to go call our VIP caller and see where she's at. Is she on the air?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, my gosh, I was just going to call. I'm so
She's
excited.
on there. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, hi.
What do we, hold on now. Let's give her an intro here. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, ready. No, she's running on the beach.
She's the perfect 10.
She sure is.
That's for sure.
Bo Derek.
That's right. Wow, Bo Derek, welcome to Hollywood Connections. Thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, thank you so much. Gosh, I just love that theme song, from 10 was written by Henry Mancini.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my producer
The
hasn't.
great composer.
I know my producer hasn't seen the movie, and I just ordered it for him so he could watch it.
Well, I've seen the scene before. I just haven't seen the movie, but the scene to me seems like it would probably, that's probably the best part of the movie. Just saying there, perfect 10.
Okay, I can't believe you have not seen that movie.
No,
here.
Dudley Moore as a comedian is the best part of the movie, and Shirley
Okay.
Andrews.
I still watch it.
I know. Well, Miss Derek, I did call you Bo. You
Call me
have
Bo, please.
Bo. Hi, I'm Dawn Reese, and I met you. Let me tell you a story. I met you back in California when I just got out of broadcasting school. You were at a pet store with Dick Van Patten, and you were just promoting your pet care. And
oh my goodness,
I know that was like 20 years ago. And so my mother, she has passed away, but she took a bunch of our pictures. And at the end, she goes, "Oh my gosh, Dawn, I only have 2 pictures of you and Bo Derek." I'm like, "Mom, that's okay. No worries." and I want to thank you because that meant a lot to me. And with my mom there and with your promoting your products. And you also have BoDerekPetCare.com. And that's why we have you calling in number 1. We want to promote the heck out of your pet care because I'm a dog lover. And
I'm a dog lover.
Bijan Boo, Jack Russell.
Yeah.
So tell us about your pet line and why it's so different than any other.
Well, thank you. Pets have taken on, dogs especially, a different place in our lives. When I was growing up, they were often tied to a tree or lived in the backyard, and they barked at bad guys, and occasionally someone would go out and throw food at them. But now they're part of our family. They are our family. Sometimes they are our children. And the problem is they live in the house, they're up on the bed, they're up on the sofa. They don't smell good. So we've worked very hard. We have a patented fragrance that actually neutralizes bad dog odors for weeks, months, weeks. And it's been a really fun project. And my goal is to keep your dog up on the sofa clean.
I love it. I love the shampoo, the conditioner, and the tearless face wash that you have for them. I'm looking at your website right now, and that's fabulous. And do you use it on your horses as well?
No.
Yes, it's very good for horses. I plan to make a line of horse products, and I would change the pH a little bit, and probably the fragrance quite a bit. The horses aren't smelly, so they don't need so much fragrance. But it's a fun project. At this point, we as a company, we benefit the retirement of military working dogs.
I saw that. That's fabulous.
Yeah, they do so much for us. They keep us safe. They sacrifice their lives so much of the time.
Yep.
And so when they come home and they get to live as a real dog, it's nice to help out for their owners any extra costs.
Yeah, that's such a shame they have such a short life, but
Well, they're our babies. My kids are grown now, and mine are our babies. I'll tell you, I get it.
Yeah.
Mabo, I was looking at an old documentary that you did. It was amazing. And you were younger, you were on a horse, and your story that you gave. Did you ever know at that point when you rode your friend's horse that you'd have a ranch and horses later in life? Was that your passion?
It was always my fantasy and my dream, but I never thought it would become real. I look out my window and see my horses and my dogs and beautiful hills in Central California, and I can't believe that I'm so fortunate in life.
Wow.
yeah, you created it, so that's okay.
Yes, we have some guests here. This is like the Bo Derek Hour. I hope you can stay with us.
I got a funny question. Speaking of fun projects, what was it like to work with the late great Chris Farley, Brian Dennehy? You had David Spade and Rob Lowe and Tommy Boy. Talk about that movie.
Yep. Oh, it was so much fun. I didn't really prepare for the movie. I was off doing some business in Asia when I got the call. Had to get on a plane that night, fly all the way to Toronto from Hong Kong.
Oof.
So I arrived very jet lagged, not ready to get in a bathing suit and do the pool scene. But that was my first day's work, and be around so many incredibly talented, funny people. They were already a little family when I got there. and but they made me feel welcomed. Every day it was just a joy to be around them.
Wow.
You can read, especially in comedy, you read a scene on a page and you think you understand it. Even if you know the actors, you think you know how it's going to go and how they're going to read a certain line or react. But with those two, with Chris Farley and David Spade, it was always a surprise.
Wow.
Now, I have some fans here. Of course, Greg Raven's a mentalist. He does a lot of comedy in comedy clubs. And he thought you were coming to the studio. We're in beautiful Clearwater Beach. And I'm like, no, she's calling in. And so he's a big fan of yours. I know Greg has been just waiting patiently, and he would like to ask you some amazing questions about your career as well. And thank you for taking the time out of your night to join us. It means so much to me to help the world, you know, as a role model, beautiful woman that you are, and you have so much that God has given you. You're so blessed, and you're giving back so much. And again, thank you for the time.
You.
So, Greg Raven.
How are you, Bo?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Well, so I've got a couple. Being a mentalist, I kind of think outside the box just a smidge. That's one way to put it. So I've got a couple odd questions for you, and the first one will be: what's the weirdest thing a fan has done for you to get your attention?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
You know, I don't know, to get my attention, I've had some strange ones. Well, I'll tell you the strangest. He was a lovely guy, but it kind of took me by surprise. I was getting off the plane, and this young man came up to me. He was very nervous. He had a huge, big black portfolio. He said, "Would you sign something?" And I thought, well, this is strange, because now with, you know, since 9/11, you don't get to the gate anymore unless you have a ticket. I used to get greeted by fans getting off planes, but not anymore. You have to get down to baggage. So I thought that took me aback a little bit. And then I said, sure. And then he opened his portfolio, and my Playboys just flew across the floor. And people were getting off the plane and laughing and pointing, and it was a little embarrassing. And then I started to sign some for him. He was very nervous, very sweet. And I looked, I said, what happened? And he said, I just got out of the hospital. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. I was attacked and my throat was slashed. Big scar on his throat.
Oh,
so
wow.
that was probably, he turned out to be lovely, but that was probably the oddest way to get my attention.
Wow.
Wow.
I'll sign anything he wants. Poor guy.
Aw.
And he had actually bought a ticket, an airplane ticket, to get into the terminal.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
dedication.
Yeah, isn't it? So what do you think of that as a mentalist? What does that tell you?
I think that he definitely had something. He definitely was determined and would not be deterred by anything at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question, and this is again, it's kind of funny, kind of weird, but do you have a useless talent that most people don't know about?
Oh my goodness.
Well, you like to swim, I've heard.
I swim. I took up swimming. I had back surgery from all my years of riding horses. And my physical therapy was getting in a pool and swimming. So I liked it so much. It's sort of the anti-horseback riding activity for your body. And I liked it so much. And a girlfriend started swimming with me. And now we do open water swimming races, one a year in a pretty place, and make a trip out of it.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm predicting you're doing something with her. Is that correct?
I do have something I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try over the radio a little effect. But one last question, and that would be, now you said you had back surgery. Do you still ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And is your
Highly, it was completely successful. My back surgery was microsurgery. It was stenosis.
Oh, okay. Good.
Not that major, but the only thing I can say is I should have done it a lot sooner.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Now, do you still prefer the Lusitano horses over everything else, or do you have a new favorite?
Somebody's doing horse. Somebody's doing homeward. Yes, I do. It is my dream horse. It's the breed that I imagined when I was a little girl galloping over the hills with my hair flowing.
Nice. My girlfriend used to ride competitively. So we got into a conversation about this morning, actually. So I was just kind of curious. Okay, so I have a quick trick. I don't know if you're watching or otherwise you're just going to have to take our word for it.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Now, Dawn, would you describe what I'm handing to you right now, please?
Sure. It just says Hollywood Connection prediction. This is interesting.
And
Okay.
well, before we open it, we should probably get going on. Probably ask the question first.
Okay.
Is it sealed? First of all,
It's very sealed.
Okay, don't open it just yet. Wait.
No. Okay.
Patience is virtue. Now
We only have a half hour.
I understand that. Now, Bo, would you do me a favor? I want you to now don't choose anything normal. Don't choose anything just off the that's personal to you. I want you to think of a 3-digit number. Any 3 digits that you want, but don't say it just yet. Okay?
All right.
And you can change your mind as many times as you like. You just let me know when you finally got it.
I got it.
Okay, perfect. Dawn, now would you open that envelope, please?
Okay. I didn't know he was going to do this, Bo. So bear with me.
Kind of rough with that
And
envelope.
inside is another envelope.
It's
Is it sealed?
Yes, it is.
Could you open that envelope for me, please?
Okay. I'm opening.
And inside that is
And the
another
winner is
envelope.
Bo Derek.
And I'll take that. I'll take
Okay.
that. Hang on.
Okay, you can't
I'll
open
take that. Now, what was the number you were thinking of?
Was it? I'm sorry. It was 3 numbers or 1 number?
3 numbers.
3 numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
that was
1, 2, 3.
That's simple.
Okay. Now, did you change your mind at all, or did you just go with that?
I changed my mind.
Okay.
I mean, that was my first one. Then I changed my mind. Then I went back to it.
Okay. Dawn, would you verify what is actually written on there?
Oh my gosh. It
No,
says
no.
1, 2, 3. Honest to God.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
And it's on the back of my business card. So
That is incredible.
you'll have to go back and watch it later. So
All right.
I believe you. So I was lucky enough to have lunch with Yuri Geller once.
oh, interesting.
He just blew my mind, and I'm very skeptical about all this. But there was just no rhyme or reason why he was able to reset my watch. He went across the room and drew what I drew. It was fantastic.
Oh yes, I do that kind of thing, and I had the distinct pleasure to meet the amazing Kreskin one time. He was very interesting as well.
You know,
Yep.
I have a question. Your mom is so gorgeous as well, and I was watching something, and how you were discovered because this is Hollywood Connections. Your mom worked for Anne Margaret, and
Yes.
somebody
Yes, she did.
saw you. Can you tell us that story? Because that's so phenomenal, and you weren't even expecting. You wanted to be an ocean.
Oceanographer.
That's right, oceanographer, and you love to sail, and then this came about. So can you kind of briefing on the story because it's amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother and father were really good friends with Anne Margaret and Roger Smith as couples, and then when my parents divorced, my mom started working for Anne Margaret in Las Vegas, particularly with her nightclub shows, and did her hair and anything else she needed. And they were very good friends. And so a lot of our summers as kids, there were 4 of us, we would spend part of it up in Las Vegas in the Hilton. And so one night backstage after the first show of the night, there was, I think I was 15, there was an agent, friend of Anne Margaret, and he looked over at me and said, have you ever acted? No. Have you ever modeled? Well, I had done a little, regional kind of modeling, and mainly for my father and his Hobie Cat business. And he said, you should get in movies. And I thought, okay, that was good. Sure, no problem. That was easy. And he changed my name, and he ended up introducing me to a director who would become my husband, John Derek. But how I entered the business was shamefully easy, because I know how hard people work, how serious, how talented they are, and they haven't had that lucky break that I had.
Wow, that's so blessed. You've got angels that God's watching over you. I'll tell you. I have Kenny Ray. He's an actor, and he's next to me, and he's got something to say hello to Bo Derek.
Hello, Bo.
Hi, Kenny.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
It's been 38 years since I've seen you last.
Yeah.
Now you
Yeah,
laugh,
that's
and that's the
probably
God's
right.
honest truth. Because let me tell you the experience back in the day when I was doing bit parts on Police Story, Policewoman. I had a job that was offered to me by Holiday Motors in Van Nuys to sell
Yeah.
the exotic cars, and I met you and
Yeah.
John back in the service department with Jay, the serviceman. I don't know if you remember those days, and your Jaguar was an XJ6 or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it had XXX000 on the plate, I remember.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
so funny. You know that car was a lemon.
Oh, they are, but they're beautiful.
And that one, no, I was on the 405. My wheels.
Well, I tried to sell you another car, but you just
It went rolling in front
didn't
of
work.
me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And John was kind of perturbed because I guess it was a piece of crap. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah. It was really unfortunate.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's okay.
The
There's other
company
cars in the
the
world.
company was good though. The Jaguar ended up replacing my car for me.
Oh,
It was
Oh.
just one of the lemons.
yeah.
So-
Well, yeah. And there was no lemon rules.
That's
then, but
funny. What a coincidence, though. It's
yeah.
38.
Yeah. Well, that was 100 pounds ago and 100 years ago,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
I know
But
what you mean.
yeah, I was doing these parts and everything. And it was nice to meet you guys, but I didn't want to bother you too much, you know. I just said hello, how are you, and everything else, and you just was concentrating on the car, I guess. But do you remember Jay,
Yeah.
the serviceman, the tall gentleman?
I can't say that I
No,
do.
I guess so. Well, then we're talking 38 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that
I
is
can't
a long
remember.
It
time.
was
like last week.
1980. It was 19. It was around 1980.
But I remember my wheels falling off on the freeway. That I
Oh
remember.
my goodness.
You remember what?
My wheel,
Oh,
the whole tire came off and
really?
rolled in front of me as I was driving.
Wow.
Oh wow.
God.
Well, you know,
Okay.
Kenny, you're talking 38
It
years
was,
ago.
oh, look at that tire going on the freeway, and then your car
That's amazing.
flipped.
So they must have towed
Yeah.
the car in.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Well,
It was
Really
awesome.
scary.
I know he's trying to make Bo Derek remember 38 years ago, which that's awesome because that's really super cool. You know, I mean, you go to the doctor for your checkups, you know, and
Yeah.
well, I'm 58, so you know, and I have 3 sons that are grown, and a new husband, and we have a sailboat in the marina. I keep doing this flight attendant thing I used to do, but you know, you go to the doctor's office and they look at you and they go, "So, are you having any memory losses?" And I'm like,
Oh my
I'm like,
goodness.
you know what? I'm gonna forget this place when I leave.
Yes, definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
I'm like, oh, but
Yeah.
anyways, we're excited. We have some of my reporters, and that's what I do, Bo Derek. I have reporters around the United States, and we're super excited. And one was to ask you, do you have some more time you can spend with us for a few more minutes?
I have a few more minutes.
Awesome. I know that Carrie from Michigan, she's one of our top reporters for Hollywood Connections, and I help train them and get them out there. And she wants to say hello to you.
Well,
And-
before she does, and I'm sorry, this
Yes.
is Nisi Bo. I do have one quick question.
Yes.
Are you in the
Sure.
process of doing any films or TV shows in the near future?
I did a film, an Indian film that's coming out, I think, in a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Called Five Weddings. Yeah, it's a lovely Indian film. Kind of a romantic comedy, but it deals with discrimination and caste system. It was a beautifully written comedy.
Oh, so where can we
Oh,
see
that's
that? Well, where will it be?
Five Weddings. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Honestly.
okay. Well, we'll
I
keep an
did it
eye
in
out for
a
that
small
one.
part, but I love the script. I love the social issues that dealt with through comedy and romance.
Okay.
And Bo, one more last thing. I'm Kenny. I'm back. I remember your outfit that you were in. You had a white.
Oh my God.
Listen, I have to remember scripts, but I have to let you. I have to share this with you. You had a white running outfit on. Was it? Now, do you remember that? You had a white. You were so gorgeous. Forget about it.
She's
But I
totally
mean,
gorgeous.
all I could see was the
But
white
thank you for
running outfit.
remembering.
Excuse me.
Thank you for remembering. You know, this is why you must always be kind to people.
Mhm.
Right.
You never
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
impact you'll have on them.
Well, I have to remember scripts, so I got to remember everything and everybody's name. I
Yeah.
tried anyway.
Yeah.
all I
well,
need to know is that I was kind because
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Wow.
the word.
Now the question is, Bo, were you crying when you were doing Sharknado 3? What was that experience like? Because I'm crying with laughter because that movie is just something else. Tell me about that experience.
It was, you know, I didn't really know the films when I did it, and coincidentally, I work in with wildlife trafficking group called Wild Aid. Highly effective, does brilliant work, and I was with them on a trip when I got called for Sharknado, and I immediately said, no, I couldn't do that. That would be terrible for conservation, and hung up the phone. And I told my friend who's the founder of Wild Aid. He said, oh no, you've got to do it. It's great. So I called them back and ended up doing it, but I thought they would be horribly offended that I would even consider doing something, you know, that I don't even know what you call it. That's so. I would think it would maybe be bad for conservation, but they explained to me no, that it reaches young people and funny enough in a positive way. Even though our hero carries around a chainsaw to hack up sharks.
Yes.
I know.
when they come out of a tornado, of course. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
But it's very campy. It's a lot of fun. The cast is good. Funny enough, they stayed true. You'd think with all the success, the quality of production would get a little better, but no, it's still the same budget, the same shoestring budget. It's interesting. They've tapped into something else.
Wow, amazing. So I know Carrie's patiently waiting from Michigan. Carrie.
Yes, hi, Carrie.
She's ready.
Hi, Bo. I am the current World Miss Tourism Lifetime Queen, and I was just wondering what it was like for you growing up as a child. Did you get involved with many pageants for as beautiful as you are?
Oh, thank you. I did a little. I did do one. Some photographers came by my school for photo day, and they were portrait photographers, amateurs. And this one sweet man, old man and his wife, they won a prize with my portrait. And so then they suggested I enter the Miss Teen California, and I won it.
Wow.
Wow.
And
that is awesome.
But it was funny because I was so, as usual, so unprepared. I felt so silly because I just, I was a beach girl. I put on a bathing suit and walked down the runway with no shoes.
Ooh.
Wow.
And I looked around and this junior teen is, got gloves up to the shoulders and false eyelashes and high heels.
Wow.
And I just felt like such a hillbilly. It was so funny. But I did win. And then it didn't last because I didn't realize I had to go to meetings and I had to go to lunches. And I still have the telegram saying that they were taking my crown away. Their event. But I didn't understand the responsibility and the obligation that follows winning a crown.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, it is a lot of responsibility, but when you're young, you don't realize that. So, well, I appreciate your time, Bo, and God bless you.
Wow.
Thank you. You too.
So that's so exciting. So you've done so much. Is there anything you want to do? You've traveled the world. What is in your heart to do next that you want to pursue? Besides doing,
I love helping people that do great work. So, for instance, on wildlife trafficking, I love working with Wild Aid and supporting people. It's a great honor when someone you admire says, "Can you help?" and you're in a position to help. So that's been
Well, I need help.
Yeah.
But I need more celebrities.
Sorry.
I worked in horse racing. I was a racing commissioner for the state of California for 7 years. I'm still on the board of Del Mar Racetrack. I love working on horse issues from the inside of the industry. That's been very rewarding. I've just started doing some photography. I have a nice spread in Santa Barbara Magazine that just came out today.
Congratulations.
The people that I care about. It's a beautiful spread. And, for a lazy person, I find I'm always busy.
Why don't they do a documentary, like life movie on you? beginning to end. Has anyone offered you that yet? That would be amazing.
Well, beginning to now.
Well,
Not
you know,
yet.
but, I mean, I'm talking 110, you know.
I'm also, I'll tell you why. My, thank the gods, my life has been blessed. And if you're going to tell a good story, you have to have a lot more conflict and drama than mine to make it interesting. And
well, you seem so happy, and the animals and what you're doing, and we just want to thank you so much for your time.
We do.
And we need help with more celebrities. You said you'd like to help.
And listen, Bo, if you need a driver, just call Donna.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Mr. Bo Derek. And
thank you so
if
much.
you're ever in Clearwater Beach, we'd love to have you in the studio with us. I don't know, do you ever get to Florida? I mean, I used to live in California.
Yeah, I love that area. I was there. I was honored at a dinner. Was it? I don't know the exact name. It's not the Holocaust Museum.
Oh yeah, that's in St. Pete.
Clearwater, you have a beautiful museum there, and so I was being honored by them. It was beautiful.
Oh wow! Well, if you're here ever next time, I know my husband's in the back. He's shouting up through a glass window, and I can't read lips, honey. So what are you saying? I can't go on the microphone. He's trying to say hello. But anyways,
I think he's shy.
Okay,
that's okay.
Well, Bo Derek, it's been a pleasure. I know our fans love to hear, stories of, of what you've done. And another thing, we have a 70s cruise I'm working on. And have you ever thought about, are you doing any of that as well? Like they bring back some of the stars from the cruise ships and go on and mingle. Have you?
No.
No.
No, I haven't. No, I've never even been asked, so no.
Okay. Well,
yes, I'm looking it up now. It's in St. Petersburg, Florida, the Florida Holocaust Museum.
Ah, yeah, that's pretty amazing.
St. Pete. I was just there. I was just on a set.
Okay.
Right next door to where I parked my car, and I saw the Holocaust Museum there. As a matter of fact, I parked right in the parking lot.
Nice.
And I did
it's
a
really-
scene with
it's very
Paul
moving.
Wilson.
So everybody check
very
that
moving.
out.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I,
wonderful people. I highly recommend it.
that is so cool. I know. Wait, Peter, you're saying something? My producer?
Yeah, we got Teresa on the line. She wants to ask her a question too.
Okay, one more. Okay,
All
Teresa
right, here we
Heiss from
go.
California, another one of my amazing reporters.
Hi, Dawn. How you doing?
I'm fabulous. We have a few seconds. Do you want to ask Bo Derek a question?
Yes. I'm World Classic Miss Tourism 2019. Hi, Bo Derek. How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
She's excited.
I wanted to ask you a question about film producing. I read that you were into film producing. What do you love most about film producing?
I'm part of a production group right now that's doing the most amazing project called WASP. We're an Air Force service pilot in World War II. And it's a story that for some reason has never been told. And I can't wait. Hopefully we'll start production next year. But I think that, first, I think it's to be part of creating and getting everything needed on the set that day, from the actors, the set, the food that feeds everyone, everything, all the details, and then watch the magic happen in front of the camera.
Yeah, the magic. Exactly.
It's something
Yeah.
that you can't necessarily get it, but when you get all the elements there and the right director, it's really wonderful.
Wow.
Well, Teresa, I know it goes so fast. And Bo Derek, we want everyone to buy your pet
Thank
product.
you.
Yes, and go to BoDerekPetCare.com and they can order right off the website.
Yes.
Get your products now. And also, is it in any stores at all that they can go and get it, or is it just off the website?
It is, and if anyone has a local pet store they'd like to carry it, have them contact us. We'll work it out right away. I know we're in Florida, but I think the Baltimore and Miami. We're not in Tampa area.
Oh, I'm meeting somebody that's with a pet store next week. So I will definitely bring that to the table.
Yay.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, we're excited. Anybody else just want to say goodbye? Thank you so much. I
Bye,
know
Bo.
it's been such a pleasure.
Bye.
Yes.
Wow. and
Bye.
Our favorite
Bye.
star, and she still is, and gorgeous. And we just Godspeed ahead and everything you do, Bo Derek. And thank you so much for calling in. Awesome. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. That was
That was
amazing.
awesome.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah.
For
Great
her to-
interview. You know what? You said you Morris Day and the time we're playing tonight. How about we go to some Jungle Love? How about
Oh,
that?
perfect.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I need to switch over. Hi, welcome to Hollywood Connections. I'm super excited to bring back Butch Patrick from the Munsters, and I know he's on tour right now. And welcome, Butch Patrick. Are you there?
Sure. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's exciting. You know, we had Dr. Paul Bear on the other day, and he was bragging about you. He's like, yes, I'm doing appearances when he's in town with you. So that was really a fun show, especially for October, you know, and you're out and about, and you're in Las Vegas. Is that correct?
No, right now I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I think you were in Vegas and then you're traveling. So, you know, I have to ask you, I see that you're going on a big cruise coming up with all.
Yeah, that'll be next year.
That's really exciting. So when will it be and how can people, you know, learn more about it? And I see there's a lot of other 70 stars with you.
Yeah, the best thing to do for that is go to munsters.com, which always has my schedule on a day-to-day basis updated. You can get the information from there, and that will lead you to a direct link to the cruise itself.
Okay, and what date is that going to be?
Oh, goodness. Next, you got me. I believe it's next November, the first weekend in November, first or second weekend in November. It's a year out, so you have plenty of time to find it.
Wow, that's good. I would love to do that. You know, Butch, I'm an official travel agent. I actually am with Expedia. I bought a franchise. And so me and my husband, actually, I'm the main one because I do all the tests and I just passed with my princess. So we're going on a cruise. And I'd love to help book that with people and start writing a commercial for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. You know, it's funny because that would be great. Number one, it's like, I've never been on a cruise. Believe it or not, I'm 65 years old. I've been on large ships going across a ferry or going to Catalina from Los Angeles. I've never been on a formal cruise, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, you're going to have so much fun. And then once you do,
I think so.
yes, and once you're done, you can always book through me in the future.
Absolutely, of course.
Yes, so I have a big fan. She's sitting next to me, my sister-in-law, Lena, and she would like to ask you a question. This is Butch Patrick. She used to watch you as well when we grew up, you know, not just a star in the Munsters, but also you were on, you know, My Three Sons and in some other shows as well. So you had a big acting debut in a lot of other shows and commercials. So
yes, I did. I moved from 60 to 72, and I kept pretty busy for the 12-year run. I did 4 other series and did a lot of guest starring roles, as you mentioned, in movies and commercials. So yeah, I was a busy little guy.
awesome. Well, take it away, Lena. There you go.
Oh, well, hi. How are you? First of
Hello,
all,
is it Lena?
yeah,
Lena.
it's Lena.
Yes, her ringtone is Lena, 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 Lena when she calls me.
Because my wife's name is Leela, so there's Leela Lily. We have lots of L's.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Hey, us L names got to stick together.
okay, go ahead.
So
Now, the
What
question
question might
the question I do have for you, and it's one that kind of, I've seen the Munsters and I've seen you as a little kid, and I'm not gonna, you probably get this all the time in saying that you were absolutely the cutest little kid on the show. You know, I loved your little antics, and you know, it just reminded me at my age at the time of watching the Munsters. But was there any time when you were a little kid coming onto the movie set that something like spooked you, or that kind of when you went home that night that you kind of had a dream about it or anything? Because I see some of the things that they put on the movie set or on the set, and to me as a little kid that would scare the bejesus out of me. Was there anything
No.
at that time that kind of like gave you like a little spook?
No, actually, not on the Munster set. You know, it's interesting when you make a movie because it's really basically just a job. You know, you walk in, you see the stuff before and after, and then by the time it comes on the TV screen, they've edited it and they've shrunk it down to where you don't see anything outside the 24-inch, you know, screen you have at home or 32 or whatever size TV you got. So you don't really see the run-of-the-mill, the guy holding the coffee cup and the guy up in the catwalk.
Oh, I see.
All the unglamorous things that go beyond it. But there was one time I was over on the Alfred Hitchcock set, and they had, for whatever it was, they had some kind of a shrunken head in a jar sitting on a table on a hot set. A hot set is a set that's being prepared for filming. Do not go on it. You know, do not touch anything. It's there for a reason. And that kind of caught me off guard one time that I thought it was looking at me.
Oh no!
Well, you know what's exciting? See, you were younger, of course, when you got this part, and you were living with your grandmother in Chicago, Illinois.
What part of Chicago are you from?
Actually, it's not Chicago. It's a little town called Geneseo, 90 miles west of Chicago. It was a small town, Moline, near the Mississippi.
Yeah.
But the trains in Chicago used to come flying through this little town and shake the whole town every day. It didn't even stop. It just came through at 3 p.m. So everybody knew it. But I have friends in Chicago, but I was living in a very small town. My grandma was a small town gal. She moved from LA back to like a Main Street USA type of cobblestone street, one stoplight, volunteer fire department, ice cream social, the whole 9 yards. It was great.
Well, you know, it's so cool because it said that, you know, I was reading your bio on this and that you got an audition. You flew to LA and you got the part. And so how did that work? What was your prior acting? Were you doing commercials, or what commercials did you do prior to that?
I did the first series. I did a little. First of all, I went on a little movie. It was interesting the way they found me. My sister was the actual target for the photographer. They were getting pictures of her done for potentially putting her in some print modeling and some magazines. I went along for the ride. She was 2, I was 7. After they were done with her, Amos Carr, this famous Hollywood photographer, had a studio on Hollywood Boulevard. Took a couple pictures of me for his own, you know, for his own resume and for his own photo booth. So what he did is he put this picture in his window that he liked of me. And the producer and director happened to be walking by. They noticed the picture. They were casting a movie. They were looking for new faces, and I had never worked before. So they tracked me down. And the guy said, he's not an actor, but if you want to talk to him, I know where you can reach his little sister's agent. And that's how they tracked me down. I went on the interview. They hired me. And then after that, I did a year of the Real McCoys, and I did a year at General Hospital. And by the time the Munsters came along, I had about 30 credits.
Wow.
So what part did you play in General Hospital?
Oh, that's an easy one. I think my name was Tommy, but I was Dr. Hardy's girlfriend's son, Katie.
Dr. Hardy's girlfriend's son.
Don Bernardino. I was the son of his love interest.
Yeah, I grew up watching General Hospital. That's why.
Yeah, very excited.
Yep.
I know we have a caller on the phone. I think Ed is back there, and let's see who's on the air. We have one of my reporters that are calling in, and they're also fans of yours. And okay, yeah, welcome. Hi, Hollywood Connections. Are you there? Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Don. This is Carrie O'Gorman, your World's Miss Tourism Lifetime Queen.
That's right.
And I have a question for Butch.
Yeah, she's from Michigan.
So we are back, and there's more of this interview. We only have 5 minutes.
Right.
So we are, no, he cannot leave. No. We're taking pictures afterwards, 3 minutes. And yeah, he's trying to run out the door. He just wanted to come in and talk to Bo Derek. That was it.
That is just so mean.
I know, it's so mean.
I mean, what are we, chopped liver here?
Yeah,
Oh, no, we love Bo.
You guys are chopped liver.
Well,
That's
wait.
right.
You're talking about chopped liver. I got to tell you, I won 2 tickets to Capitol Theater. Well, Ruth Eckerd. I went to see Mind Games.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Liver was in the scene on something. I can't get into it, but I want to tell you.
Liver.
Actually, they were from a dead body. But
terrible.
anyway.
Oh, God. You know, tonight
I've
has
never
just
had
been
liver,
so fun.
And I don't want liver or want to see a show about liver.
No, but these,
Me either,
I'm trying to
Peter.
get the actresses here because it was very interesting, of course, when my husband decided to take the water bottle and make noise, and the usher ladies were looking at me going, all right, lady. And then he opens the candy. Okay, just in the air. He opens the candy, the M&Ms. He's like, honey, look, a green one. Have one. I'm like, honey, shh. Everybody's looking at us. He's like, does he not remember?
He's
And then
laughing.
my husband falls asleep. And then it comes to be the second part of the show. He's like, honey, I have heartburn. Now, we've been married for 3 years. I gave him the married look. and I gave him the keys to the car.
Like, go in the car.
Honey, I'll be out after the play.
You know, next week we're going to have our own comedy show just with Dawn and her
Tom,
stories. You know,
Tom.
this is going to be
Exciting.
hysterical.
So we have a couple minutes. Renee is here to talk about the Tampa Bay Film Society. We're working on a big event, and she's going to just take it away right now. Tell us about it.
Well,
Really
this event,
quickly.
hi everybody. This event is going to be November 11th, and it's from 3 to 6.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Sunset Terrace, which used to be the old Papa's in Tarpon Springs, 10 D Deconese Road, and it's just going to be a really nice event. That is, the Tampa Bay Film Society is having the fundraiser / scholarship.
Okay.
And what's happening is we're going to have this great, fashion show. And even Nisi, you're going to be part of this.
That's what she keeps
Oh,
telling
yes,
me.
you are. You are. So anyway, we're going to have guys and girls. We're going to have this fashion show. We're also going to have an event where you can come as your best if you want to be Bo Derek. If you want to be,
No, wait, Bo Derek is
know,
only Bo Derek. She's,
all right, so
nobody can be Bo Derek. she
Well,
is no, really, she
come
can't. She is like authentic,
on.
original.
Okay,
Rich-
so
she's like
with the hat, with the
Picasso.
blonde hair, you could be Bo Derek, my dear.
No,
So
Bo
anyway,
Derek is
I do.
authentic.
Well, I do want to say something.
Okay.
There's going to be people that
Original.
are dressed as actors and actresses.
There you go.
And there's going to be a contest.
Okay.
If you don't want to come dressed like that, you can come dressed up like your evening event. There's going to be soft music. There's going to be memorabilia that's going to be auctioned off.
Wow.
There is also going to be a 50-50. There is going to be appetizers and champagne.
Wow.
And the tickets are on sale. 2 for $50, $30 each. And they can contact you, Dawn.
That's right. You can call actually 727-871-7788. Text
That's
me
right.
and we'll send you the information for the Tampa Bay Film Society.
Right. Or 813-943-7377. My name is Renee, and we will help you out. And Dawn is going to be our MC.
I will.
You got to come there.
We'll have our reporters there, and we're
Yes.
excited. And
Yes, we
red
are.
carpet now, they can dress up like Marilyn Monroe.
Absolutely.
You know,
Bo Derek.
Absolutely.
Bo Derek
It's
is
going to be a red
original.
carpet event.
She
It's going to
is.
be a red carpet event. There's going to be a lot of
What if you dress up as
VIPs.
Donald Trump?
Well, no, not that VIP, but you know what? There's going to be a lot of VIPs there.
Yes.
Actually, Mr. Krantz is going to be there too. Andrew,
Right.
He's going to be one of our VIPs. I mean, he just finished the invitation.
I know, and we're going to talk about that next. We only have a few
Absolutely.
minutes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
spit it out quick.
She's Italian.
You know, I'm Italian. I talk with my hands too. So if I don't talk enough with my mouth, it's going to be with my hands.
Okay, so the last few seconds, you just remember, you guys, the snowbirds are back. Be careful out there driving.
Yes. And remember, I gave the information to Bo Derek's website for her pet care, and buy that product, you know, and you really support her giving away to the,
Yes,
the
the help-
veterans
the
as well.
veterans,
The
yeah.
dogs. Yes, that's amazing. And we want to thank her so much for calling in. That's what makes Hollywood Connection special. You know,
Yes.
a lot of the stars that we work with, have really amazing hearts, and they give back.
Yes.
And it means a lot to me for them to do that. And again, thank you from my heart, Bo Derek, for calling in. And also Butch Patrick, we pre-recorded that show as well. And you can hear all of the show. We're going to have this on podcast, live
Yes.
video feed. Like us on Facebook.
Yay.
Dawn Reese. Nisi.
DCP, here I am.
That's right. In your Facebook.
And Renee,
And
thank you.
remember, you give God all the glory in your life. Watch things happen. Get on your knees. What do you want in life? Be thankful for what you've got and start praying for what you want. And just give back to the community, give back to people, and be nice to one another.
Yes.
Don't step on anyone to get where you want to
Yes,
go.
that's
I'm
correct.
Dawn Reese, Hollywood Connections. Peter
I'm
Blake.
DCP.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you're welcome.
We'll tune in tomorrow to your sports show.
Yes, the evolution of sports talk radio. It's the sports web. You get your own walker music. We'll let you call in twice, and we don't hang up on you like those other sports talk shows do on the Tan Talk Sports Network from 3 to 6. I'm your host, Peter Blake, giving you something to think about.
We're off to the Jazz Festival. Sheila E. is
Yay.
performing. Doobie Brothers tomorrow. We're going
Yay.
to go kick interviews.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye, you
Bye-bye.
guys.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay, WZHR, Zephyr Hills,
FM 104.3.
Listen.
You'd like to keep those orders, probably.
Yes, sir.
But if you don't, Boeing, Dennis, you can let me know.
Congress could also impose sanctions on the Saudis or make financial cutoffs in terms of international banking. I'm Barbara Cusack. Top U.S. intelligence officials say they're concerned about ongoing campaigns by several countries to undermine American democracy.
The Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the Homeland Security Department, the Justice Department, and the FBI have issued a joint statement. It says Russia, China, Iran, and other countries seek to, quoting here, influence voter perceptions and decision